Happy demons soar
What? Oh.
over body-covered mountaintops and waterfalls of golden bars. Prancing Lubu in the meadow sings a song of sheer destruction to the world.
The world. Fuck you! Oh my god! What?
No, those are the kinds of feelings this game instills in me. I mean, not just from a player's standpoint, but from an analytical standpoint.
You know, I came into this game kind of biased. I came into this game thinking I'm going to base against Dynasty Warriors 8, which you can't blame me for
Which
that.
is a fair comparison, especially considering that was our season premiere.
Yeah.
I mean,
which we got
big
choked out
leagues.
for.
That's Dynasty Warriors 8, man.
Szechuan chickens!
Yeah.
But, you know,
we allowed ourselves to get choked out for that.
For you, the fucking viewer, and we actually, it wasn't fun getting choked out, but it was fun messing around with our homeboys over at 2 Asian for You.
Exactly.
But, speaking of 2 Asian for You, so, oh wow, that was stupid.
Wow.
But this game, this game has the goods. For all that it's on a timeline before Dynasty Warriors 8, for all that it's a separate thing anyway, for all that it doesn't give us the weapon switches or the jet lance or the fucking boat. Which honestly, once again, I can see Nobunaga on the boat with his foot on the prow, just like a boss.
I don't even need to swing this weapon. I will just ride it and kill you.
Ride the tiger. No, seriously, this game gives you the tiger fuck good. But you know what? When it comes to brass tacks, when it comes to everything that I've heard, everything that I've seen, I mean, I would put money on this game if I wasn't broke and going to AkiCon. Hopefully to not be broke anymore. But suffice it to say, I am happy, willing, and eager to give it a 9. Damn it! 9! Fuck this camera. 9! I'm giving it a 9! Fuck this fucking camera. I'm giving it a 9. So that's from me. From me to you, Tecmo-Koei. Once again, I'm going to give you a 9. The only reason why I'm not going to give you a 10 is because this is not Dynasty Warriors 8. This is Warriors Orochi Musou Orochi Ultimate.
This is Dynasty Warriors 7 meets Samurai Warriors 3 meets good lord, what the hell are you going to throw into this next?
And the team, honestly, what really cemented it as some of you may have not have noticed, this game had me when Ace mentioned a dungeon crawl. I am easily biased. I'm easy to amuse. Give me a good roguelike or a dungeon crawl, and I'm on that shit. In before, why don't you play World of Warcraft? Fuck you and your mom. For the most part, this game has the goods, though. As we progress throughout the report, I came in going, okay, this is going to be an 8. It might push me to 9. And then it solidly pushed me to 9. Just from the team tactics. That is what ultimately got me. That's Doji. Grow big! Fuck you!
Oh, speaking of team tactics, there's something that I'm actually going to go a little bit more in-depth in once I actually type up the article.
Yes.
But in the unlimited mode, you also get to equip different team formations.
Ooh.
Which increase your attack power or your defense which literally increase your stats based on not only the formation itself, but what level you've got that formation at.
Nice.
And the more characters you find throughout the dungeons and beat, you can go back to the town and recruit them, and recruiting enough of them gives you even more formation.
Oh my god, so basically this is going to turn to Wonderful 101 or some shit.
Pretty much. Of course, this is the Wonderful 145.
Well, and I ain't even mad at
until
that.
you finish unlimited mode.
I ain't even mad at that, though. Another thing is, I want to honestly and publicly admit, now y'all know when I'm wrong or when something happens, I'll admit it to you because, that's just share it with y'all. But I will happily no longer regard Marvel vs. Capcom 2 as being the be-all, end-all, catch-all, go-to for any game that has more than 10 characters and has more than 10 background songs and backgrounds. This game even more so than Dynasty Warriors 8. This game brings it, I think. But I think this is the biggest cast out of any of them.
I mean, Dynasty Warriors 8 has like 79, 80 characters, and think that's just all Dynasty Warriors.
And then they brought it over here, gave us Samurai Warriors, guest
Samurai Warriors 3, the guest characters.
Pull-off characters that have no business to be there.
Even more Mystics added to the roster, which is...
Like, we need more Mystics.
Mind-blowing.
No. I know you like it, but I'm of a... Now, when it comes to writing, I will say, do you really need more Mystics? They're like, at this point in time, they are the ninjas from Mortal Kombat.
No, here's the thing. There are actually a good number of people on the Koei Warriors boards that are actually saying, with as many Mystics as there are in the game, with as much as they've fleshed out the Mystic realm itself, why not just start up a franchise solely based on just the mythical characters, all the mystical characters. I mean, kind of like what Tecmo-Koei was doing back when they were just Koei with Mystic Heroes.
Oh, yes. Now that you mentioned that.
Huh. Another underrated PS2 classic.
Which someday you're gonna take counting on for salty runback review. I would like to join in on some of those mainly because my heart is from the same as yours. You know what I mean? I was playing Lunar on the fucking Sega CD without the Tower of Babylon. Back with the underslung one, not the ones over.
What I would honestly like to do one of these days is to get my hands on a Sega Saturn and just get all the classic fighting games for the Sega Saturn.
Oh.
Then get my hands on Knights, Panzer Dragoon, and Guardian Heroes.
Yes.
And be done with it.
No, Dragon Heroes. Dragon Heroes was a great game. I think it was called Dragon Heroes. It was basically this. It was one part kind of RTS, but you had your lead character where you can pull off special attacks that fucked up all sorts of their soldiers. And it would actually show you like the main character was a rather Spetsnaz Aryan dude who fought with a sword and a shield. And I don't even think he had a sword and shield. I think he just had a sword. He had the fucking great cloak made from some animal fur.
Huh.
But his attack was he would rise up, on a cloud of anger and rush forward, doing no damage to his soldiers. But then you can literally as he goes off the camera is still catching up. And you see bodies fucking flying, and he's fighting the other guy in this fucking combo. And it's just the greatest. It's and there's another guy that does that too. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff that each leader gets to do that affects the battle, and it all depends on the presents and the prizes you give, the trophies you give to your army, to your generals, to keep them. And I think it was called Dragon Heroes. It's something to look into. I will gladly look into it for you.
Definitely.
Pop it on the comments. Or one of y'all can pop it on the comments if you know what I'm talking about. But Guardian Heroes, which is out on PSN, ain't it?
No, it's just Xbox Live.
What? It's just Xbox Live? No! Yep. Damn it. Whatever. Xboxes are Xbox 360 is $75 now anyway. So, and you know where you can get some of them from? Reset Games. Big, mega shout-outs to our homeboy GQ Asian dude of 2 Asian for You. Brother's doing good. He's actually running that fucking Reset Games here.
Yeah, he's the assistant manager there.
Oh, this assistant manager. I bet he's still rocking the GQ look, though. And even more so, we have been invited to be commentators over at the Wednesday night fights over at Reset Games.
So yeah, for those of you that are into fighting games, especially those of you that are anywhere in the Pacific Northwest and can get to Bellingham on a weekly basis,
come on down and hang out with us.
Yeah,
y'all remember, if you check out over at the Rough House, which I still need to do work on, if you check out at the Rough House, I actually have archived over there some of our really, our first day fucking around with the old DVR, which, we're doing the pre-bitching and complaints again with this. We got some funny shit to put on the outtakes. Suffice it to say, god damn it, now, of course, GQ Asian dude has me recognizing the fact that I say suffice to say so much. So suffice it to say, we, that was from our first day fucking around with the with the United Fighters group and, hanging out at fucking, Tilt. Yeah. We got ambushed by models. It's those are actually over there. But I'm not trying to drop on the Rough House. I'm trying to drop on Reset Games. The other thing about Reset Games is that there is a possibility, there's a rumor, if you will, that apparently they're going to start selling my books. The Generalist. You know how good that is. Some of you should by now. Hell, I'll pop it in the comment section where y'all can read it for free. Fucking A. But the physical copies are actually going to be over at Reset Games. He's checking into it now. So, hey, we doing business with the local business because we keep it local on the business. Always local. Shit.
But now on to my rating, finally.
Yes.
And, again, I was going into this with largely the same mindset, comparing it again, largely to Dynasty Warriors 8, even though I know that the core architecture for this game is, pulling from Dynasty Warriors 7.
Oh my god, I ranted so much I didn't realize you didn't do your brass tacks. I'm an asshole. I'm sorry. Ace, I'm sorry.
The Ayatollah of the Asahola.
Rockarola himself.
Richard Nixon. But
But
yeah, I was actually coming into it largely with the same mindset, comparing it
Dynasty Warriors
more
8.
to Dynasty Warriors 8 than to the previous Orochi games. And
I don't mean to derail quick, but you realize it's your fault. You do realize it's your fault. I forgot your brass tacks. It's your fault. You started off with Happy Demon Sword. It's your fault. So I'm just saying, I am not going to accept responsibility for that one because it just dawned on me. I'm like, well, wait. I'm an OCD-ish kind of guy. I'm consistent on everything. Why did I forget his brass tacks? Ace, why do you think I forgot your brass tacks?
I don't know.
The same reason the bastard Dark Schneider lost his composure when the idiot King Diamond showed up, because his intro was so stupid. Not that your intro was stupid, but your intro was so out there. You got to admit that shit. That's some George Clinton bullshit. That's out there like Parliament. Fucking A. It's out there like Parliament.
Wow.
Government shutdown 2013, guys. So, brass tacks.
But, now that I've actually, again, really taken some time to go in deep, more with analysis and commentary,
Balls deep.
as well as just gameplay, yeah, I'm also going to go ahead and give this game a solid 9. A consistent Tecmo-Koei 9.
There you go. Double 9s. You got it to the 9s. 9.
I mean, hell, again, earlier we had V playing this. She was playing this for a good hour and a half and loved it. This is a non-hack and slash gamer, a non-Musou gamer, mind you,
Who just
came over, laid hands on the controller. I gave her basic instructions on how to play through it, and she took off.
But you could hear her screaming at the screen from all the way in the kitchen. I actually got here. I knew V was going to be showing up today, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll go say hello, but I didn't see her, so I'm like, okay, well, I guess she's not. And suddenly I hear, God damn it! I'm like, the fuck? Ace, V's here. She's playing. She's playing the game first.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, double 9s. This game is 9. We suggest you to buy it, play it, try it.
So is it worth it to import?
Yes.
I would honestly say yes. It's very, I wouldn't necessarily say intuitive because there is that language barrier, but it's user friendly,
which is always good
really
in a game.
User friendly, and even more so if you're coming off of this from playing other Tecmo-Koei hack and slash games.
And this includes also the Naruto games, the One Dirt games, even One Piece elements.
One Piece. Well, I mean, if you're playing Pirate Warriors 1 or 2, I would still consider that, a Tecmo-Koei franchise hack and slash game.
Cool.
Because a lot of the core architecture and gameplay is the same. So if you're coming from that to this and you're just importing it, go for it. Would it be worth waiting until this actually hits the States because it's going to be announced?
I'd like to say, yeah, that's good too.
I'd say that's good too. I would say get in as much time as you can on Warriors Orochi 3, so that way you've got that refresher if you have the game already.
You'll be ready for it. You'll be ready for the storyline, all that good shit.
But I mean, I'm pretty sure. Well, we all know that once this releases in the States, I'm gonna wind up getting it again. Yep, I'm gonna wind up playing through it again, but actually having it all localized in English, being able to actually look at every single facet of the quite beautifully crafted extension to the story.
Yeah. I would like to point out something. We don't give Tecmo-Koei enough appreciation. Not gratitude, but appreciation. What I mean is that right now, as we are sitting, talking to you guys, hanging out, having a good time, there are companies out there who don't want to localize their games. Or even localize it unless we put in petitions and demand for them to bring it over, and they're all like, well, there's no audience for it. And it's like, motherfucker, really? Tecmo-Koei hasn't really held back on us. Every game, as far as I know, they have brought to us believing that we're going to give them the money, we're going to enjoy the game
in some form or
we'll complain
another.
if it sucks.
I mean, yeah, there are a few games that they tried testing the market for and they haven't brought over, like Samurai Warriors 3Z for the PlayStation 3.
True.
I mean, Samurai Warriors 3 came over as a Wii exclusive, and it did marginally.
But they brought it over. Yeah, sure, on the Wii.
But they brought it over.
Yeah,
and
at least they brought it over and then said, well, the numbers don't support it. Sorry. You should have really bought it when it was with the Wii.
Yeah, of course.
Unlike, say, Capcom.
Of course, honestly, the numbers didn't support it because it was on the Wii, and a large portion of their user base is not on the Wii.
Yeah, that is true.
It's on the
P3
and 360.
Yeah, that is true. But at the same time, they still tried, though. They still have numbers to support it.
Yeah, they still tried.
Unlike Capcom,
they kind of shot themselves in the foot with that.
Yeah. Unlike Capcom and Square Enix, who point blank tell us the bullshit with no proof. And yeah, I'm gonna point blank fucking say that shit. No fucking proof. There ain't no proof that, we can't redo. We've talked about this before, and I know Final Fantasy VII is their final trump card. But still, there's other games they could be porting over, bringing up, updating, and there's just no excuse for it. Why do we have to wait for HD remixes every now and then for the next-gen version of Chrono Trigger or Chrono Cross? What about certain other games like fucking Vandal Hearts or Vagrant Story? Vagrant Story! Why don't we see anything like that?
Oh my god, HD Vagrant Story?
Yeah, baby. That's what I'm saying. I would even
I just spilled the cup.
I'm not checking. For once, Ace said something that I responded to in a way that I don't want to respond to it. That's different. I see you still haven't gotten your cat back. You're still in the J position. So, still in the neuter position. No, but suffice it to say, not double nines on this game. This is good. Tecmo-Koei, thank you. We fucking salute you for that shit. Some people may not like you, but there's enough of us who do like you to make it worth it your while to keep giving us our goods. Like what we were saying earlier, they invite us to the sandbox. And this time around there
was nothing in the sandbox. There was a whole other sandbox off to the left. Huh? What's with the other sandbox? That's not a sandbox. That's just all the toys we got.
Oh God! No, and that's your right. But doesn't matter. Whichever the toy box is in, they bring in it. Now, this time around, it wasn't the weapon changes. It was the team. And the team building. The fact that they have that all throughout the game with the dungeon crawl. And partying with your mother. Even if you're forever alone, this game is going to be good to you. You want to get with Dodgy and some of the lollies? Lick them lollies. You're not hungry for a lolly?
You want Rory?
Yeah.
You want Hot Pockets?
Hot Pockets! Oh, wow. Is there anybody that we're forgetting? There was something. Oh, AkiCon. October 25th, look for the flag. The flag of the badass. When you see the flag of the badass, which it'll be about 5 feet hanging off my beefy ass shoulder, walking around talking about I'm selling books and I ain't done until I sold it. When you see the unhappy mean face logo raised above the crowds, brother, Squawk, hit me up. Normally I've got one deal going on, and that's if you buy all 3 or all 2 books. If you buy both books, I'm going to give you a small discount. But for you guys, I'm even going to lower it even further. I'm not going to say by what, because I want to see how many motherfuckers are going to report on me or some shit. But fuck that.
But yeah, if you see him at AkiCon,
hit me up.
Tell him you saw him on YouTube.
Free signatures for you motherfuckers too. But hey, if Tecmo-Koei can go back in the past and give so much that they have to go back in the past and give black people the freedom from slavery. Lubu really gave read the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that, Ace? That gives black people their freedom. The Emancipation Proclamation. If Lubu can go back in time and they are free now or I eat you, then oh!
No,
can you imagine a whole bunch of Tecmo-Koei characters going back in the past, and fucking everything up in America?
Let's
One
just say
mention
the
of
epic
the
rap.
reboot.
Let's just say the epic rap battles of history would be a lot.
A lot more Asian. Yeah, but not just Kim Jong Il.
Then it would be too Asian.
That's awesome. So if I say hit me up at OptiCon, y'all know us, y'all know what we do. Check the credits. If you haven't gone back and checked out Hayes, you really should. It's good. At least the first half. The second half, though, he definitely made it better. But it doesn't help that we went from Superman steroids to no, play dead. Yeah, no. So with that, 9 buy it. Ace.
That's episode 7 in the books, ladies and gentlemen. Another week, another rampage from your bad boys here at the Rough House.
I am so fucking sweating.
So, until next time, thank you all for watching. Thanks for sticking around with us. I am Blazing Ace Nelson.
I am that bastard who Bellingham, his most kingly, loud.
We are the Ayatollahs of the Assahola. The Hooliganz.
And you're not.
See you next time, folks.
Richard Nixon! Fucking start it off, hold it off. Shit.
I'm mad!